Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the week of August 12th. You have this Imagine card and this Thinker card. So whatever you are imagining, I feel that you need to take it to the next level. This lady right here is sitting down here, but she needs to go up here. So the Imagine card, by the way, there's this lady who is also trying to bring the moon, her dream, down to earth. So I feel for a lot of you that it could be time to stop thinking and start bringing your dream down to earth, or whatever it is that you're dreaming of doing. Sorry, my camera died above us, so I ordered a new one. We have a new one on the way, but yeah, there's nothing I can do. Mercury retrograde, right? You have the King of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Five of Cups. The King of Cups would say that you are exploring your emotions in regards to a dream or something that you're trying to manifest on Earth with that Imagine card. And the King of Cups has explored his emotions to a very deep level. But the King of Cups is sitting in the middle of the ocean, and there is a boat behind him. I'll show you in just a second. And that boat kind of represents something very specific. It represents a time where our ancestors would get on boats. We're talking about ancient ancestors, right? They would get on boats and they wouldn't know where they were going. So it kind of represents stepping into the unknown, or taking an adventure into something that is unknown. And that is definitely popping into my head for you here, Virgo, with this King of Cups. Is, what's popping into my head is that you are about to step into the unknown. The other interesting thing is that right next to it, you have the Ace of Pentacles to the Chariot. So it's the Ace of Pentacles is the opportunity, and then the Chariot would be you moving away from everything you know. He is leaving that city behind him and he doesn't know where he's going. He is allowing the universe to guide him, with the Chariot. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be kind of moving in new directions, or moving towards something where you don't necessarily know where you're going, but you are going somewhere. You have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a celebration and happiness. I also feel like there could be a lot of help or assistance coming in for you. So again, it's a great time for teamwork. I think that, teamwork definitely makes a dream work. Anything that you can do to collaborate or, work together with other people would be a really, really good idea with the Three of Cups energy. And that's exactly what I would do here. You do have the Five of Cups. I feel like this is something I feel like being mean here, Virgo, but not like you think, I feel like saying just get over it, is kind of what I feel like saying on the Five of Cups. And I'm not saying that to you, but I am, right? And, I feel like there is something that maybe hasn't worked out recently in the past. And I really do feel like the faster that you move past it, the faster you're going to get these two cups. And, the secret with the Five of Cups is he just has to be grateful for what he has. He has to see these two cups, then he gets the bridge and the castle over here. So I feel like there could be a great opportunity for you to be very successful by, kind of turning around, seeing these two cups and then the bridge and the castle over here. And, again, I think this is really about you, letting go of something that maybe has been a disappointment or hasn't worked out in your life. So let's see where this is going. You also have the King of Cups to the Queen of Cups, by the way. So for those of you that want love, there could be a very heart-based connection that's coming in for you, and we'll look into it. With the King of Cups, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Yep, time to get to work for sure. Eight of Pentacles is material success on the horizon. So again, if you're thinking about taking advantage of this Ace of Pentacles that's coming up in your next row, which could be an opportunity that's being presented to you, I feel that it's definitely going to pay off with the Eight of Pentacles, and it's going to definitely be worth putting your time, effort, and energy into it. So again, if you get any work opportunities or business opportunities, it's going to be worth it. The other thing is that it's driving me nuts that I can't show you, but you have the Ace of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles to the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles is showing up in the good stuff, and the Two of Pentacles in the good stuff to me is a settlement, but it could be the universe is settling up with you, or the universe is bringing you a settlement in the form of money or making more money. So again, there looks to me like there's a very positive kind of financial situation coming in here. With the Three of Cups, you have the Two of Swords. Two of Swords this or that thinking, and she just needs to see that there's another opportunity behind her here. She has that new island behind her. So I feel for a lot of you that there could be like a big new opportunity that's coming in after a difficult period of time, and that definitely looks really good to me. With the Five of Cups, you have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is about focusing towards the future. She finally sees things clearly for the first time. You know what's really interesting is that I've noticed through all these readings that I've been doing for the retrograde time frame, basically all of August, there's been a ton of clarity in all the readings. And what I would say is that, everybody thinks Mercury retrograde is confusing, but really we can process things a lot faster during Mercury retrograde, things that we've been through, and it can bring a lot of clarity. So, it makes perfect sense to me that there is clarity showing up in this reading. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, you have a skunk card. It says conflict avoidance, discretion, and lunar energy. You have this blue heron card. It says diplomacy, peacemaking, and it says positive omens. So clearly, there is a lot of positivity in this reading. Again, it's a very positive reading. You have Ace of Pentacles, Chariot, Ten of Pentacles. You have the World card, the King and Queen of Cups. You have a lot of good stuff going on here. The heron is also a symbol of self-reliance and kind of like relying on yourself to make things happen. And while this reading is definitely saying get the help from other people, it is also saying rely on yourself, right? I think sometimes people think like, oh, if I hire people to help me in my business, or if I get someone to assist me on this, I don't have to pay attention. But I feel like the heron is saying, yes, while you have to work with other people, you also need to make sure that you are the one that's responsible for the results. And there's something about that popping into my head, so there you go. You have the Ace of Pentacles, the Strength card, and the World card. The Ace of Pentacles is like some sort of big opportunity that's coming in for you. And I feel like this is a financial opportunity. It's probably something that is going to remove you from the familiar. Like I said, with the King of Cups and the Chariot, I feel that this is something, I don't even think it's like a comfort zone. Like I don't think you're going to be, like if you had the Two of Wands here or the Four of Pentacles here, then maybe I would say that this is something that's going to pull you out of a comfort zone. But, really, I think that you're going to be perfectly comfortable making this change or making this move, whatever it is. So I would just go for it if you're being presented with an opportunity. You have the Strength card. I kind of feel like the Strength card is saying that you've developed your strength and you have been working on yourself. That's probably why you're getting this opportunity, because you've been doing the work. One thing I will say is that you have Saturn in your opposite sign, Pisces, right now. And, again, sometimes, I don't know, sometimes I feel weird about that Saturn, if it's in your 6th house or wherever it is for you, Virgo, doesn't matter. It's in your opposite sign. And sometimes I feel it can affect us like just as much as if it were in our 1st house, right? And so I feel like you've really been putting in the work and really kind of trying to make things happen. And it seems to me like you're finally being presented with the opportunities that show that you've been doing the right work all along. You have the World card. So we see a lot of adventure here. The King of Cups, this card, you have the Chariot as well. I think that if you're thinking about stepping into the unknown, if you're thinking about wrapping a project up, the World card can represent completion, but we don't just stop with the World card. Usually we go from the Fool to the World, and then we start all over again as the Fool. So we're always going through this cycle in life, the Fool's journey. And I feel that you're about to start a new cycle. It's pretty clear to me, Ace of Pentacles, Chariot. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Five of Cups. Yeah, I would definitely let go of any disappointments. Again, I think like everybody else, you have experienced a lot of disappointments, which we've definitely been in a disappointing time for sure. And I think now it's time to start looking on the bright side of life. The Five of Cups has a very easy solution. All we have to do is be grateful for what we do have, and then we get the bridge and the castle over here. So, like I always say, tarot is not a prison sentence. Tarot is meant to show you a path that you can follow or not. It's your choice. And if you follow that path, then you will make your life better. And that's what I really feel like it's about. So, people always accuse me of being too positive and everything. I'm like, well, you shouldn't be watching tarot because you think that it's set in stone. It's just that simple. Tarot does not control your life. You do. So every single card has a solution. And like I said, the solution here is to be grateful for what you have. With the Strength card, you have the Nine of Swords. I think it's just the repetition With the strength card, you're wondering if you're going to get the rewards for your hard work, or you're kind of like saying to yourself, is it worth it? Has all this been worth it, or has it been a waste of time, or is it even worth my time? So I really just feel the Nine of Swords is kind of like a question, like, am I going to get the payoff, or am I going to get the results for the fruits of my labor? And the answer is clearly yes, because you have the Chariot right next to the Nine of Swords and the strength card. You have the Ten of Pentacles as well. So yes. Here you go. With the World, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Whenever a card repeats itself, it's basically the universe saying I meant what I said. So you're going from one journey and you're completing it and you're starting something new. The Ace of Pentacles is literally a new opportunity that is being presented to you. So I feel like you're just taking advantage of the new opportunity. Next in the area of messages from your future self, you have this media card. It says, get more publicity to increase your finances. I say it all the time. It's an amazing time to get attention. So whatever you're working on or creating, did you have I thought you had the Three of Pentacles for some reason, but you don't. But it doesn't matter. It's an amazing time for getting attention on your work. You have this Science card that says, keep an open mind. There's something unfolding for you. Yeah, I really feel the Nine of Swords and that Strength card is kind of like saying, don't quit. You're very, something is unfolding. Something is coming together, and you're about to have the victory right here with the Chariot. I think that the only thing that you're being asked is to step away from what you have always known. Again, the Chariot, he is leaving the city behind him and he is going and looking for something new. He doesn't really know where he is going. He has these two sphinxes here at the front of his chart, or his chariot, and those sphinxes they're not really attached to the Chariot. So they kind of represent the mysteries of the universe, but because he is in alignment with what he wants, the universe is guiding him to where he wants to go. So he has these stars up here, these moons here, and it represents as above, so below, and he is in alignment with exactly what he wants. So there's a million ways to get into alignment with what you want. I think the easiest way to get into alignment with what you want is to adopt the habits of, success, whatever that looks like. If you want to be successful in love, be in love with yourself. Go take yourself on dates. Go do the things you would do if you were in love. Same thing with money. Go do the things you would do that you can do for free or with little money, right? Go do those things and act as if you already have it. And that is the secret with the Chariot. You have the Ten of Pentacles. So Ten of Pentacles is everything you want and desire. Everybody really, pretty much every single reading that I've done for the past 6 months, everybody gets the Ten of Pentacles. I, personally believe the universe is pushing all of us to create the Ten of Pentacles in our life. And the universe is saying, you really have to go for it. We don't just get the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is something that you will work on forever. It's building, leaving a legacy. So I think any steps you can take to get closer to your Ten of Pentacles, and it's going to be different for all of you because it's kind of like something you're imagining. You have that Imagine card at the beginning of your reading. I think whatever you're imagining, it's time to get creating. And I think if you do that, then that's where the success will come from. You have the Queen of Cups here. The Queen of Cups is a card of following your heart. So we are in a very heart-based time, and I think you need to follow your heart. For those of you that want love, again, it's not really a love reading, but if you want love, you have the King and Queen of Cups showing up here. There definitely could be like a new love connection coming in for you. With the Chariot, you have the World card. Again, a lot of repeating cards. Some of you, I was just going to switch to the overhead camera that I don't have, but, the Chariot with the World could be like traveling, moving. We see a lot of adventure here. So again, stepping into the unknown, I think is kind of the secret for you in this reading, Virgo. The World can represent literally the world, and the Chariot is travel. So it could be a good time for you to explore. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Two of Wands. Yes, he is holding the whole world in his hands. So all he has to do is leave where he is. The Two of Wands is about being in a comfort zone. We just talked about this. And I think I said the Two of Wands. And he is in a comfort zone. He needs to leave that comfort zone and explore new things. The thing about the Two of Wands is that he thinks that he knows exactly how something is going to turn out because he rushed to a finish line. So he didn't enjoy the journey that he was on. So he thinks there's nothing new for him to explore or experience. But if he got out into the world, if he did something again, he would have a completely new experience. So, again, I hear it all the time where people say, oh, everybody does this in relationships or everybody does that. I'm like, well, no, not everybody does those things because there are plenty of people who don't. So if you go and learn a new type of person, Or if you go have a new experience, then things will be new. But you just have to get out of the comfort zone, right? And I feel like the Two of Wands is kind of saying that. With the Queen of Cups, you have the Magician. Yeah, very strong attraction reading, I would say. And also coming up with the Queen of Cups, then, this would really say that you are using your heart, mostly using your heart to attract the things that you want and desire into your life. So, like I said, we're in a very heart-based time. I think anything you can do to follow your heart would be a great idea. And the Magician is just about, attracting what you want. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this wolf spirit, says turn knowledge into wisdom. You have this hummingbird, it says be here, be now. The hummingbird also says that you've been on a long journey. Hummingbirds have very long migrations, and then they get to their nectar. So it kind of says that after a long journey, you are finally getting your rewards. The turning knowledge into wisdom, knowledge is just knowing something, but wisdom is putting it into practice. There are things that you can't know unless you actually put what you know into practice, right? There are those little things that make the difference. And I feel like this is saying you've learned a lot, and now it's time to actually go do what you learned so that you can get the wisdom. You have the Five of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is about feeling left out in the cold, but it's coming up in the area of the good stuff. So in the good stuff, the Five of Pentacles would say, number one, that you could be improving your financial situation. And number two, you are probably more focused on your strengths. And that is also the solution to the Five of Pentacles, is to double down on your strengths and don't try to be good at everything. Just try to be good at what you're good at and double down on your strengths. And if you do that, then you will be successful. You have the King of Wands. I do feel like you've had a fire sign with me for like 2 years, at least, I think. So if you're looking for love, it could be a fire sign, or it could be a very fiery person. The King of Wands, like a visionary, he can be like an entrepreneur, or he can be very bold and assertive and confident. So if you're attracting a new person, you could be attracting a person like that. It's kind of funny because I do feel like you could be attracting a person who makes you like a little bit nervous, but I don't mean that in a bad way. What I mean is I feel like this person is like a little bit outside your comfort zone as far as love is concerned, and usually those are the best people to pick. We all pick like the same type of person. If I look at my past relationships, they were all basically the same person, right? They were different, but they were all the same. And so usually the reason we pick the same type of person is because we know what we're going to get. We don't have to guess. And I kind of feel like this could be like the type of person where there might be some guessing, or, it's like maybe you're not sure what you have to do, or maybe you feel uncomfortable because you feel like you would have to grow or change to be with this person. But again, I actually think that's a good thing, with this person in particular, not a bad thing. So if you meet a person like that, then, again, it could be a good thing. I think some of you could be meeting a person traveling. So if you're traveling with the World, the Chariot, the World Twice, the King of Cups, if you're looking for love, I think that you could meet this person out and about. So, get out of the house, as I like to say. You have the Two of Pentacles. Again, a lot of Two of Pentacles energy this week I've noticed as well. The Two of Pentacles, I kind of feel, could be the universe settling up with you. It's like you're getting your rewards after all the hard work. So I kind of feel the Two of Pentacles just saying your hard work is finally paying off. With the Five of Pentacles, you have the Judgment card. I actually feel you could be having like a major awakening as well. It's like you could be gaining a new understanding about like the type of people that you choose to have in your life. And this understanding could be the thing that attracts good people into your life. And that does not have to mean love. This could be people you work with, your friends, your family members, things like that. And I feel you could be having like a major breakthrough there. With the King of Wands, you have the Page of Swords. So stop spying. I kind of feel like this is you. Maybe you have your eye on a person, or you're spying on a person, stalking their Instagram or something like that, looking at their Instagram stories. And you're probably looking at their stories and saying like, why aren't they DMing me? It's like they probably have a lot of people that look at their stories. So none of the internet rules, right? I see all this stuff on like TikTok and stuff where people are like, oh, if they look at your stories 2 times, but then they don't look at your stories on Wednesdays, it means that they do like you. If they look at your stories on Thursdays, it means that they don't like you. No. Stop with the rules, right? And stop the spying and just go for it. With the Two of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is about not giving up. I think that this is also saying your hard work is paying off. It's coming up in the area of the good stuff, and it's like saying you haven't given up on your dream, the Ten of Pentacles, and because of that, you're like getting a settlement. You have this inheritance card, Ten of Pentacles, again. Ten of Pentacles is an inheritance, If you are waiting for an inheritance, this could literally be inheritance. But the Ten of Pentacles can also represent like inheriting an idea or kind of like downloading some information. So I would pay attention to any downloads, dreams, anything that's coming to you. It could be really good. You have this fortune card. The whole entire reading is like good fortunes, good things coming in for you, hard work paying off. So looks really good. You have this adaptability card. Every single person has had this card. I kid you not. So, and there are like, this is the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. There are 900 cards in this deck, and like everyone has had this card. So, clearly we are in a time where if one way to do something doesn't work, we just have to adapt to the changes and do something else. You have this extremism card. I would definitely be careful of extreme ideas at this time. I think we are in a time of extreme ideas. And even in 2026, we're going to have Neptune moving into Aries. Neptune in Aries is like the rise of cults, extreme ideas. People like saying that they have the solution to all of your problems. The only person that can save you is you. So, no extreme ideas. And finally, you have this resourcefulness card. Yeah, we're in a time of resourcefulness, so I would just, use your resources that you have at your disposal. That's it. So it looks really good, Virgo, really good reading. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.